Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing very, very well. I want to talk to you today about what will help you land a job versus what will not help you land a job. And I got inspired talking about this because I've noticed so many posts about the topic that seems to be super popular on LinkedIn at the moment, and that is, should I or should I not have a green banner on my profile if I'm looking for a job? And I'm going to tell you what I think about that in a minute. But what I want to talk today with you about is a couple of things that I would invite you to focus on if you are currently looking for a job and if you need some assistance with this competitive market we're in today. As you know, I'm a coach and I work with my clients to help them achieve different career goals. And one of the things that we do is indeed looking for job application and preparation for the overall process. So I want to offer this to you today, and I want to invite you to tell me what are your challenges, if you have any, in terms of applying for a job at the moment. What have you learned from these challenges, and how are you applying these learnings when moving forward in your job application process? Okay? All right. So the other day I had exactly one of my clients asking me, should I or should I not put the green banner on my LinkedIn? And what I personally think and what I personally shared with my client is, do you feel like doing that? Do it. If you don't feel like doing it, don't do it, right? Like, we know that that small banner will not be a determinantal, how you say, the main point, right, for you to get or not get a job, right? Like, you will not get or not get a job because you had put it or you had not put that banner. So really, like, if you feel like putting it, do it, right? Like, literally do it. If you don't feel like doing it, just don't do it, right? Like, it really comes down to that. It's such a small thing that I find it a bit even, like, why do we need to talk about that? You know what I mean? Like, why do we need to spend time, not only now in job search, but in general, on certain activities that instead of helping us move forward, what they're doing, they are kind of keeping us stuck and make us waste our time and energy, whereas we should be doing something else that is so much more empowering. All right, so I want to offer a couple of tips that are more empowering that you should be focusing today. All right, so the first thing that I would offer would be remove distractions. Distractions such as talking about the green banner. It is literally a distraction because every minute that you are spending talking about that means that you're losing minutes talking about or doing actually something that could bring you a job. All right, so distraction, anything that doesn't serve you. So let's say you say to yourself, now for the next 1 hour or 2 or whatever, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to be applying for jobs. Anything that doesn't serve you in that process is a distraction. Remove it. All right? Anything. The next thing, what I would offer you would be narrow what kind of position and what kind of industry do you want to apply for, right? Like, one of the common mistakes that I see is people applying for any kind of position, right? Like, you firstly don't want any kind of position, right? Like, that's the most important thing. The second is you aren't a fit for any kind of position, right? So instead of kind of trying to be all over the place, sit down and invest time with yourself to understand what is the job position that I want, what is the industry that I want. And once you have these two, ask yourself, why do I want that job and why do I want that industry, right? Like, so you really want to explore and dig deeper on your motivation behind wanting a specific role and wanting a specific industry. All right. Next, what I would suggest and what I always invite my clients to do as well is become crystal clear. And I cannot emphasize on that more. Crystal clear, right? What are your achievements so far? So what are the achievements that you had achieved so far, right? So be very, very specific. So for example, if you are in sales, right? You don't want to just write or put down on the paper that you were one of the top performance in your team. You want to be specific about that, right? So for example, I was the best performance in my team because I overachieved my target for 50%, for example, or something, or because I earned so and so much money to the company, or because I led a team that achieved XYZ, or because blah blah blah, right? So you were something, you achieved something, and that resulted in something to the company, to the team, to the overall business, whatever, right? So be very, very specific about your achievements, and really note any achievement that comes to your mind, no matter how small or big it might sound to you. This is something you're doing for yourself, right? It's an exercise you're doing just for yourself, and then you can choose and kind of go through and filter which ones do you want to talk about in your interview or on your CV or when sending a hello message to the person and so on, okay? And what you then want to see is, depending on the job description, depending on the job you're applying for, and depending on the industry you're applying for, you want to see what is the value you can bring to that job and to that industry, right? So that's why your achievement, and then what is the value that, so why would they hire you? Essentially, that is the question. Why you? Why you, and why not John? Or why not Abby? Or why not whoever? Why you? Okay? So what is your USP, unique selling point? Why would they want you? What can you bring? Both from all different angles, skill-wise, knowledge-wise, personality-wise, experience-wise, background-wise, any kind of wise. Why you? Be open-minded, think out of the box. All right? The next, what you want to do, and you want to do this all the time, wherever you can and how much you can, is networking, but genuine networking with people, not just about hi, my name is Sandra and I'm looking for a job. No, literally genuinely talk to people, understand where they're at in their career, how did they maybe even come to their career, especially if they inspire you, right? You want to learn what takes you to potentially get there. You want to learn about the company, you want to learn about the team, you want to learn about who is the right person for you to apply for a certain job. You want to engage with people, you want to start conversations, you want to be there, you want to be visible, you want to be continuously somehow on their mind, right? And you will be on their mind if you're active and continuously getting yourself out there. If you're sitting at home and thinking, why is nobody calling you? They will not call you because they don't know about you, right? So you need to be proactive. You need to be the one who goes out there. And of course, I hear that many times. What should they say? What should they write? I feel awkward, I feel shy, I feel this, I feel that, right? But it's the only way. And more you do it, less shy and less awkward you will start feeling, right? And at the end of the day, right, what I also say to my clients is that it's not that you're asking them something. What you're doing is you are offering your time, you're offering your expertise, you're offering your amazing personality, you're offering them yourself in a way, to work with them, to contribute, to make their company even better, right? To become a part of their team, right? And of course, you're asking for compensation for that. I mean, of course, right? The money is the way you will be compensated for your work, right? But that comes later. So don't think about that at the moment. Think about you are offering your time, your expertise, your yourself, right, to them. Then the next thing, right, that's going to help you land the job, and something that I see people do often, and that is, or not do, right? What are the further opportunities for you to grow? What are the further opportunities for you to educate yourself while you're looking for a job, right? The fact that you're looking for a job doesn't mean now I'm looking for a job and that's it, I'm not doing anything else. What course can you take? What book can you read? What article can you download? What podcast can you listen? What documentary can you watch? Whatever. What is some way that you can continuously continue investing in yourself? Because more you invest in yourself, more can you give, and more can you give, more valuable you are, right? And more valuable you are, more money can you ask for, and so forth, more responsibilities that can you ask for, and so forth, right? So continue educating yourself, continue investing in yourself in no matter what way. Does it mean money-wise, investing in yourself, or not money-wise, whatever, but you want to continue learning, you want to continue developing, growing. You will also feel much better. You will feel more confident, right? Because you will be more competent, and with competence, confidence also grows. All right? Of course, the next point would be work on creating a great CV for yourself, work on creating a great LinkedIn page for yourself if you haven't done those things already, right? And how do you create great things? The most important tip, what I mentioned before, is by being specific, being super crystally clear and specific about your achievements so far and about the value that you can bring to the company. More specific you are, less confused they will be, and less confused they are, more yes will they be. Because the thing here is that if somebody's confused, just think about yourself, right? Like if you are confused about something, you will naturally say no to that. You won't say like, oh yeah, let me do it, I'm confused, I have no idea, woohoo, let me do it, right? So less kind of questions they are, less they are like, all right, so this person did A, B, C, D, this is exactly what we're looking for, let's give them a call. Rather than, imagine, right, a recruiter or the HR person receiving 10 CVs, for example, and one is super clear and straight to the point, the other one is like, but what do they mean here? I don't really understand. Do you understand? No. Okay, let's see if this candidate is available for an interview, and then we're gonna get back to this one depending on, you see my point? You understand what I'm trying to say, right? So you wanna be clear. So think about, as you're writing your CV or as you're going through your LinkedIn, you know, in certain moments where you feel that you're being a bit vague, dig deeper there. Right? Like, what makes me think this is vague? Or am I being clear enough? Are they really gonna understand? And remember that the person who is reading this CV or this LinkedIn page might not necessarily be a specialist in your area, which can potentially be an issue, of course. But so try to be, again, as clear and as specific as possible. And the last thing that comes to my mind at this point is research, right? And what I mean by research is that you wanna keep up with trends in the industry, with developments at the work environments. You wanna know what's happening out there, right? Because when you come for an interview, for example, one day, what's gonna happen is you can, you know, drop that information there and kind of have a small chit chat, and that they are gonna perceive as like, all right, so this person really knows what they're saying, you know, they're up to date, they know what's going on, right? So if you are, for example, interested to work at Adidas, for example, right? You want to know what are the latest trends over there, what's going on, what is the new product that they've launched, or what is the new way of working they're doing now. Are they working remotely? Are they doing hybrid work? Are they whatever, right? Like, what are the people saying that work there? What are their reviews, right? So you want to educate yourself. You want to, again, inform yourself, because more information you have, better choices you will be able to make. And better choices you make, better results you will have. Okay? So I hope this was helpful. Let me know what you think in comments below. If you have any specific challenges at the moment that you would like us to discuss, that you would want me to help you with, let me know. Again, comment below or send me a direct message. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon again. Bye-bye.